Welcome to another romance seminar. I'm your host, J.D. Green, and I want to talk to you a little bit about grudges. You know, a lot of people sometimes hold contempt in their hearts for loved ones, for people that have done wrong against them. In their hearts they feel. But you know, the curious thing about grudges is, if you hold that grudge, a lot of times you don't communicate to the person you're holding a grudge against. In essence, you take a lot of energy trying to avoid them, trying to avoid contact, trying to punish them for the wrongs they've done you. But have you ever thought to yourself, how much energy is this person losing over the pain they caused you? In essence, how is the grudge really affecting them? I mean, you're losing sleep, you're trying to avoid them, you're trying to stay away from them, you're trying your best to hurt them from not contacting their presence, contacting them by phone, being in their presence, any of that. So how are you handling the grudge? I mean, a lot of people like to feel that the opposite of love is hate, but both take just as much energy. To love someone takes a lot of energy. To hate them takes a lot of energy. You have to care to do either. The love, I was told, and hate are just different degrees of the same thing. The opposite of love isn't hate. Hate is just a different level of love, because you have to care. So the opposite of love is indifference. Indifference means, if you saw this person walking down the street and a car was coming, you would not lose breath or skip a heartbeat or blink if a car was about to run them over. You wouldn't even move a muscle because you didn't care. That's the true opposite of caring at all. Not to care. But going back to grudges. So you put all this energy into this person, you avoid them, you don't have anything to say, your face gets all gruff when something is brought up about them. And what really are you gaining from this grudge? What really are you gaining from not talking to mom, dad, uncle, cousin, nephew, these people that have hurt you in your past life? They're not tossing and turning. They're not trying to avoid you because they know you're going to be at a certain place. You have to rearrange your entire life in order to keep this grudge going. But they aren't losing anything. The funny thing about grudges is, people don't know that someone is holding a grudge against them unless somebody tells them. And then a lot of times they don't care. So again, is it really worth having a grudge against anybody if they aren't being hurt by the grudge? And I'm not saying or condoning go out there and hurt people. I'm just saying, think about all the energy you put into having a grudge against someone, holding someone accountable for a past hurt, yet they aren't even aware that you're holding something against them. Case in point, if your father left your mother, or your mother was abusive to you, or something like that, and you stop talking to them, are you really hurting them? They're getting on with their lives. You have to care. You have to bury that in your heart, and you have to hold it right where it was when it was created. You have to carry that around. So in the end, I'm just saying, let it go.